10 years ago, my life took an unexpected turn. At the age of 11, I was diagnosed with scoliosis, an abnormal curvature of the spine. The twist in my story: the cause was unknown. For the past decade, I've been living with this condition, learning, struggling, and growing stronger each day. When my doctor first recommended I wear a brace, I didn't understand fully what that meant for me. But with no other choice, I wore it. Every day. The brace, though it was meant to help, caused me so much discomfort. Wounds, rashes, and bruises were just a few of the side effects I had to endure. Picture wearing a tank top under a brace, adding your school uniform on top, and dealing with the heat and discomfort. It was unbearable. Despite all this, I was fortunate to have the support of my teachers and friends. They were understanding and even helped me carry my things, including the brace. But as a young girl with low self-esteem, I couldn't help but feel embarrassed. I feared what my classmates might think of me, wondering if they would bully me, laugh at me, or treat me differently. So I started hiding the brace, pretending I didn't need it. When my mom eventually discovered that I wasn't wearing it, I knew I had disappointed her. She cried, telling me how stubborn I was, but I couldn't bring myself to listen. For years, I ignored the advice, thinking I knew better. When I finally came to terms with the reality of my scoliosis, I realized that no remedy, whether medicine, physical therapy, or even chiropractic care, would cure it. Scoliosis was not going away. It could be managed, but it would always be there. Even so, my stubbornness led me to stop wearing my brace again. As I entered college, I could feel my body changing. In physical education classes, I could still run and use the stairs without tiring. But over time, the pain began to creep in. My back, hips, and even my internal organs felt strained. Sometimes it felt like my insides were tangled, like I couldn't breathe deeply even when I was at rest. Chest pains became a regular occurrence. It hurt so much, yet I didn't want to be seen as overdramatic by those around me. They didn't understand what it felt like to have scoliosis. This is when I realized how important it is for people to understand scoliosis. It's not just physical pain, it affects you emotionally too. The only solution for me was a major risky surgery, a procedure that could change my life but also carry serious risks. And though the idea of surgery scared me, I couldn't bear to live this way anymore. When I looked in the mirror, I didn't like what I saw. I felt ugly, insecure, and disconnected from the confident, happy person I once wanted to be. Wearing anything that showed my back felt impossible. I couldn't wear fitted clothes or even a swimsuit. The shame and embarrassment felt like a heavy weight on my chest. But deep inside, I knew that these feelings weren't helping me move forward. At my lowest point, I questioned God. I cried and asked, why me? Why did this have to happen to me? But I didn't let anger or hatred take over. Instead, I chose to hold on to my faith. I believed that God had a plan for me, that He would help me through this. Years later, God answered my prayers. I found the strength to undergo surgery despite the risks. The fear of being paralyzed or even dying was always in the back of my mind, but I trusted that this was part of God's perfect timing. Now, as I reflect on my journey, I know that this surgery will change my life forever. And I want to share this message with all those who are living with scoliosis, especially to the women I've met who face the same struggles. Be brave, be strong, take control of your health. Wear your brace. Do your physical therapy, exercise, and try swimming or yoga. Stay active and don't carry heavy loads. Never let your condition define you. If you feel down, remember you are not alone. There are so many of us, and we are beautiful just as we are, even if we are bent. You are a fighter, and I admire your strength. To everyone reading this, when you meet someone with scoliosis, don't pity them. Don't treat them as if they're different. What they need is your support, love, and encouragement. Let's raise awareness about scoliosis and be the voice for those who often go unseen. Remember, even in the face of pain and struggle, God will never leave your side. Keep your faith,